just realised I've pressed record on that, and I need to use the computer. Idiot. See ya.
Yeah, buddy! Hey,
Today's video. So, in the day in the life, you may have seen me drawing someone's shelves. You may remember this video. Well, yeah, I was drawing all of this, and I was talking to you about, actually I wasn't talking to you about this because I've not built it yet. So look, long story short, we've got some wood in the van, and this is what I need to make. And here it is, go to screen 2. Oh, we're also not very, are we Gary Neville? I don't know if we're Gary Neville. I think that is more Gary Neville, and then it's just that the screen is at an angle. Right, anyway, shut up Charlie, get on with it. So here we go, we've basically got a cupboard here that we need to make some shelves in. We've got a utility room where we need to make some shelves. And then in the girls' bedroom, we need some little shelves. And we also need a spare shelf for another room, which I believe is 1.6 long. But we'll deal with that when we come to it. Oh, and shout out to someone like Monster Energy if you guys ever want to like send me some drinks as a sponsor. Already know I pay my shares in sponsorship already, but I must drink 3 of these a day. Recycle. Right, let's cut some wood. Right, let's go to it. Hello. We've got a delivery. Oh, what's in the box? All right then guys, what have we got in this box? I really feel like doing that Drake thing where it's like,
I just flick the switch. Flip, flip.
flick, flick, flick. Oh! Right, we've got some bags because my dust extractor just fills bags up like no tomorrow. And yeah, I can empty them, but actually some of them have got holes in. So they're gonna go in the bin from now on. And I've had enough of having to connect this stuff up to one machine and then up to another machine. So I'm biting the bullet, guys, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Woo! Guys, I've had enough of having to link that up to a machine and then having to link that up to a machine. So nicely, we're just gonna do what we got to do, and it will be what it is. I really, really, really want to set up in here some overhead pipe over here to this machine. And like, we can see down there, look, already. I can see it broken. We don't want that, because today we've got to do a lot of cutting and we've got to do a lot of organising. So I'll see you in the next ones, guys. Right then, guys, I would love to be able to rip this up in the workshop, but my workshop ain't that big. It's 5.2 meters. The table is 1.8 and this is 2.4. So I need 2.4, 2.5, that's 5, 6.8. I need 6.8 meters and I've got 5.2. So first piece that we need to rip up, looking at my notes here. So I need 905 by 600. So 600 would be this sheet in half. If I do 610, then I can rip it down in the workshop. Right, so there's that. Now I need track saw and track. Which end is it? It's going to be this top end. I can't think who I was talking to, but one of the guys in a live chat the other week was saying, hey, he brought a 3-meter one of these. I'm seriously tempted, man. I'm seriously tempted, because I cut a lot of this stuff down. Undo this last one. Oh! Look what we've got. New job, new blade. I can't tell you guys how important it is to keep your blades sharp on your cordless tool. Don't know what happened to the camera there, but yeah, I was just saying, I can't tell you how important it is that you guys keep your blades sharp and up to date when it comes to cordless tools, because at the end of the day, if you've got a blunt blade, your battery's working 3, 4, 5 times as hard, depending on how much you're pushing and how much you're letting it cut. Update your blades regularly. Just get them sharpened for 10, 15 quid, he says as he whops out a brand new blade. Just allow for it in your pricing, that's all I do. Reverse thread, whop that bad boy out. Don't want to lose that centre nut. It's properly burnt. It's worktops and stuff like that absolutely kills these blades. Slot that in there, make sure they're seated nicely, make sure that gets seated nicely. Start her off with your fingers. Then is what I do is I get that locked in there, and then push down on that, lock that in there. That's it, that's nipped tight enough. That will only ever tighten itself up as friction turns the blade around. That is it's not completely gone, but pretty caked in stuff. I'll use it, keep it for a spare just in case. Always look after your toolkit. I'm gonna have to move you guys with no, I won't. Thought I was gonna have to for a minute, but I think we can get away with it. There we go. Right, need a back flattery, 3 bars. Will we make it? More importantly, will I go straight through my trestle on first go? Hopefully it's just gonna hit the plastic handle if anything. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move you. This really doesn't like being moved, does it? The last thing I want to do is bounce this around. Change of plan. I'm going to put that under there. Now we can come down flat, and I don't think I quite have to go all the way to the top of this. It's as far as I nicely want to come. And this is the pain. This is the annoying part. Now having to take apart this track. We're on that mark, and we're on this mark. There we go. Just so that I can see what I've done and where I'm at. I'm also going to cut this other bit. Do I want to do it that way? No, I'll do it this way. Try and balance that as best I can. If I get any better guys at balancing, I'm going to have to join the circus. Right, so that is our 2 shelves for our cupboard. Cut temporary. If you guys at home wanted to do something like this and you don't have a rail saw, simply clamp your level. But because this is for a customer, I'm doing this in a professional way today. To help me with a bit of context, guys, comment below whether you're a DIYer that likes seeing me doing a DIY style, or whether you're a DIYer and you like seeing how I do it professionally, or whether you're a tradie and you like seeing my DIY tips, or whether you're a tradie and you like seeing me use the trade way and seeing how I use my methods and, yeah, I don't know, yabba, yabba, yabba. Right, that's those 2 shelves. What's next? Back wall, but that's coming out of the 12mm sheet, so we can leave that. So, right, I'll tell you what, I will cut that back sheet, because once I've cut that, that can go straight in the van, one and done. So let's clear the bench. It means you guys have got to move as well. I'm actually, just for simplicity, because I think I need to get another, I do, don't I? I need to get another 1600 shelf out of that there. That was 610, so I'll make another mark at 610, and then I'll see what I can get out of that for the shelves, actually. Yeah, I could take that in and see if I can get anything out of the shelves for that. You might even be my customer watching this. I don't know. If you are, comment below. This is where I'm going to get 12 comments saying customer, 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 customer. And I'm going to be like, really? Because I only fitted it in one place. Right, that can go into the gym, into the workshop, sorry, I always call it the gym. It's been that for so long. This here, let's cut this at 1.16 and 10mm, because then that would be our shelf. And let's see if I can balance this, because that is definitely going to want to snap on me. So some top tips, DIYers or tradies is, well, tradies will already know, but DIYers try to do as many cuts, repeatable cuts as possible. So like my repeatable cuts at the moment is not exactly any one, but my repeated method sounds silly, and please, I don't mean to tell you how to suck eggs, but I stick with this one sheet and I get as much as I can out of this one sheet before I'm switching to the next one. I need to work on my balancing with that. So that is now spare. That can also make some other shelves. Probably wants to go into the gym, into the spare pile, but for now that can sit there. Let's get this 1200 sheet out, and then this 1200 sheet can be left. 1200 sheet, 12mm sheet. Sizes. Right guys, so my sizes are 2125. Just in case that was tight, I'm going to do 2150, and I'll come this other way so that you guys can see me cut. No, I'll do 2130. 2130, 2130. And then height-wise, 788. Blimey, that is tiny. I'm going to do 785. Right, hopefully I can now whop out this big 1200. Yeah, here we go. Stick that on there, on my mark, stick that on there, da-da, da-da, and zip that off. What did I do with the saw? He's hid it away. He's hid it away. So, zip up. We've currently got a, let me show you. Can you guys see that? Got a little battery pack on. We've got my lower back, because I always like to have my bum out. We've got my lower back on at gas mark 5 at the moment. Goes all the way to gas mark 8. Got like high, medium, low, and yeah, I guess medium is like gas mark 5. Can't think who it was now in chat, but said about 3 meters, but yeah, I think that's gonna have to be in the post at some point. Buying one of these at 3 meters is just gonna be a game changer. Another tip to these is I update these strips ever so often, but I can see up there the strip has not been updated in a while. I'll have to look at changing that. I'm gonna make you guys fall. Also now, don't forget guys, that we've just changed to 12mm, so I need to lift this up a touch. Right, there we go. That is, this entire sheet is one cut for the back wall. So we might as well just pick this up and throw it in. That's that 12mm sheet dealt with. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna leave that bar on this little one because it's often the little one that I join to the big bar. So then it makes sense that all I need is the medium one and I can define that quickly. And the two longer bars that I've got, it doesn't matter, I just pick the straightest one. Does that make sense, guys? Look, I've got two that are 1200 and I have to physically look at them and check where the bar is in either one of these two. Whereas if I put the bar here in this one, which I always connect to one of them, because 1.5 and a metre makes 2.5 and they're only 2.4, I'm boring you. That's my new little tip. Why do we go to the gym every day, Charlie? So we can struggle a little less when we do silly things like this. Don't know what that weighs, but that's like around close, just it's going to be less than 30 kilos, but that's around 30 kilos. And it's the grip. It's like the death grip, the pinch. If I slip, it's goodbye toes, especially in my safety Nikes. So after I said I wouldn't need those panels again, look who needs panels again. 305. I don't want to waste too much, but I'm going to make that 305. Make this 305. Then I'm going to do 610. Don't know why I just went all the way up there to then come back down here. 610. Right, let's have it. I think this one's the straighter. Yeah, this one is the straighter one. Right, so we've got the other bit of track out now, and I'm going to want to do. Now I'm going to want to adjust that depth, and yeah, I think I'll be all right going through there. Check clearances. All right, I'll change the battery. Better remember to put that on charge. That is a little 2.5 and that was on 3 bars. On 3 bars, that must have been like almost 50%. So on a new blade, I would have thought that had gone a lot further. Right then, there's one. Just need to cut it to length. Let's not shake you guys off, but let's move that to there. There is shelf number 2. Right then, guys. So I've just spent a couple of hours trying to clear the workshop because I just do so much in here. One clutters one project, the next project clutters the next, yada, yada, yada. I waffle too much, I know. Right, so now that I've got all of I've got my back panel cut, I've got my shelves cut. Yeah, what I need to do now is I've roughly cut all of everything outside. Now, using a parallel fence being, won't leave that high, but I just thought I'd do that to demonstrate. This blade and this fence are parallel. They track as one, and this is on rack and pinion. So I also have a turny dial at the back as well as here at the front. Then I lock it in position. And then I've been moving everything around in the workshop, and I don't know if that extraction is going to be able to stay in here because I'm really tight on space, really tight. I just keep adding more and more stuff to this, guys, and yeah, it's getting tight. It's getting real tight. What I need is just like triple the size of my house, you know? Something I can't afford. But maybe I can afford in the future if you guys smash the like button and subscribe for more. And please, you don't owe me anything, but if you wanted to, there's a thanks button and I'll shout you out or something. I'll do something to say thank you if you're saying thank you, but you don't owe me anything. You don't have to do anything. I'm happy to be here teaching you guys. I'm waffling. Get to the point, Charlie. Right, so we have done, let's start with those first 2 shelves. So I need to trim them to 905 by 600. Let's go get them first. In fact, I say that, this is the girls' shelf. You watch me break the TV. Crack my slider. Right, these shelves need to be, they're 910 and they need to be 905. So, right, first thing is first. I'm just gonna use this as an offcut. I want to adjust my blade. Don't know what the perfect measurement
of that poking through is, but I know minimal is the safest, but obviously there's a point where it struggles to cut and there's probably a ladder yada yada. If you know and you're a joiner, please educate me, because I'm here to learn as much as I'm trying to be here and help you guys learn. So we adjust that first, then using the tape measure, let's find 900. I bet you this is not going to enjoy this, is it? It's not going to do 900. It's not going to do 900. I know that for a fact, because the maximum is 850, right? So 600 is what we're going for. In fact, I'm going to do 595. Bosh. Tape can stay there. Start the extraction. Hit the music. I'll see you in the next one.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me.
Right then guys, there we go. That is those ripped down to 595. And then I'm going to put like a 10 or a 5mm lip in. It's going in a cupboard that's like a metre deep, so it doesn't have to be too precise, but I'm trying to be near enough. The 910 I'm going to have to do manually, and in all honesty, it suits me better if I do the 910 manually, because then I can oversail my lip in and trim it off at a later date when I've put the lip in here on the front. That'll just suit me better. So those two shelves, for the moment, are Romeo. So my next port of call is going to be ripping down the two shelves for storage in the like this second utility, the second bit of the kitchen, and the shelf for the girls' room into 300. So the blade height is fine. I just now need to release the brake. And again, I'm going to lip this. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to do we come to 290. I'm going to lock that in. I'm going to run the girls' shelf, and I'm going to run my two long shelves for the utility. Right then guys, up next comes the cool part.
So guys,
Next thing is next. Got a dirty mark in that there. Don't like that. So let's nicely try and remove this sticker. Blimey, it actually nicely wants to come off. Change the stickers. This one's a nylon thing. Anyway, we'll have to sand that out best we can. Right, lipping. So these are still 910 and they want to be cut down to 905, but we can do that on site. Here we have not enough lipping. So what I'm going to do for this wonderful customer, I'm going to nice them up. You remember my shoe rack build? Of course you do. And that was meant for ply. So here we go. We're going to nice this customer up, and we're going to hardwood lip this front. So I'm laying it flat here on the bench. Then I'm just going to come here and I'm just nicely going to cut that off. Just like that, guys. That is this one lipped. We're also going to put some little rounds on this, I think. Yeah, we're going to put some little rounds on it. But we'll do that at a later date. Do we do that at a later date, or do we do that now? Let's do it now and then it's done. Right, so given this job context, Right guys, so given this shelf's purpose and context, this is going in an airing cupboard. It's only ever going to have like towels or like boxes or something chucked on it. I'm going to go for a chamfer. That just makes that, we'll show you later on, but that just takes the arris off. So if anything was to snag along a sharp edge and catch it, by putting that 45 on the edge, it just goes over. And if they ever painted it, it just looks nicer. So, yep. So I'm going to, first of all, I need to trim it, don't I? Yeah, that's going that way. So let's, I'm going to have to put this down on the floor. And do this like this, nicely. Sorry guys. Apologies there guys, but yeah, I just need to get that done. Next bit, I'm just going to give it a quick sand. You guys see that? That one's for going around corners. What about you guys over there? Can you see that? Whoa! This gas really doesn't like working when it's cold, so there's only one way to warm it up. That's cold. I'm not joking, I genuinely dropped that. Some people put it under their arms. Normally you would get on site, you would put this in your coat pocket, or you would, you know, put it in your pants and just let it warm up for a bit. Because while that gas is cold, it's not got the same pressure as something that's hot. When something gets hot, it expands, and when it gets cold, it contracts. So if I can get some heat into it, I know where I can get some heat. Cool, yeah, that's warmed it up. That has really warmed it up. That was nice and quick. 1, 2, 3. Maybe it's the battery.